friends, welcome to RV Academy. In management accounting, already we discussed the analysis and interpretation of financial statement, where we discussed the comparative statement, common size statement and trend analysis. The three put together one chapter. The next one is called to be the cash flow statement, one of the important chapter. Before I go to the definition, just look at the chapter name. There are three parts here: cash, flow and statement. What is cash? Cash includes cash and cash equivalents. Cash and cash equivalents means what? Cash in hand, cash at bank, cash on deposit, either on fixed deposit, recurring deposit, current deposit or any other deposit. Investments, convertible investment, short-term investments, all these called to be cash and cash equivalents. Flow means inflow or outflow, whether cash is coming in or going out. Cash inflow, if cash is coming into the organization, it is called as cash inflow. If cash is going out of the organization, it is called as cash outflow. The inflow and outflow is shown in a separate sheet called as statement. So name itself is telling cash flow statement. Now let's just look at the definition. Cash flow statement shows the various sources of cash inflows and uses of cash outflows during the period. In various sources, in which sources the cash came into the organization and for what sources the cash is gone out of the organization, what is the balance. To know this, we prepare the cash flow statement. Why this is required by the management? To plan for the liquidity of the business and to plan for the cash position of the business, either to go for the overdraft facility, cash credit facility or something, or to see in which activity the more cash is coming in and going out. To look into it, they will require this particular statement. If you look at one more definition, a statement of changes in financial position of a firm on cash basis is called as cash flow statement. Financial position of the business means what? It shows the assets and liability. So here, due to the cash inflows and outflows, how the financial position is getting changed, to ascertain that, we prepare the cash flow statement. These two definitions are very much clear to understand about the cash flow statement. What are the various sources through which the cash comes in and goes out? It has been divided into three different parts. Cash from operating activity. Second one, cash from investment activity. Third one, cash from financial activity. First part is cash from operating activity. Operating activity means what? The main activity of the business. What is the main activity of the business? Or the business activity means buying, selling, manufacturing is the major activity through which whatever cash comes in and goes out is called to be the cash from operating activity. In other words, we prepare the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account shows a net profit of some amount, say 1 lakh or 2 lakh. That net profit, which includes non-cash or non-operating expenses and non-cash or non-operating incomes. What is non-cash expenditure? Non-cash expenditures are those expenses which does not affect our cash. Though it is a business expenditure which does not affect our cash. Inflows or outflows. For example, depreciation on assets, which affects the asset but not the cash. It will not affect the cash. Whereas some of the expenses like salaries paid, rent paid, wages paid, all these will going to decreases the cash. It affects the cash. But depreciation on asset, one of the example which does not affects the cash. Similarly, preliminary expenses written off, goodwill written off, all these are the expenses which does not affect our cash. Similarly, non-operating expenses. Some of the expenses is not because of the regular activity of the business. Regular activity means what I told you already: buying, selling, manufacturing. Apart from that, any other activity, if they incurred a loss, that is called non-operating expenses. For example, loss on sale of asset, loss on sale of furniture, loss on sale of building, etc. is called to be non-operating expenditures. Similarly, on the income side, non-cash incomes and non-operating incomes. Non-cash and non-operating incomes. Some of the incomes which is received is non-operating incomes. Non-operating income means, for example, profit on sale of asset, non-operating income. Though we received the cash, suppose furniture 10,000 is sold for 15,000, 5,000 cash is we received in excess. That means 15,000 cash is received. Out of that, 5,000 is not from the buying, selling, manufacturing activity. That is called non-operating incomes. Non-cash income, some incomes which does not inflow the cash, it will not affect the cash. In other words, profit on sale of asset, etc. It is non-cash or non-operating incomes. That is called to be the operating activity. In addition to that, changes in the current asset and current liability position. Increase or decrease in the working capital position. Working capital means what? Current assets minus current liability. In fund flow statement, we prepare schedule of changes in working capital to ascertain increase or decrease in the working capital, whereas in this case we prepare the we will not prepare schedule of changes in working capital, rather we just find out the increase or decrease in the working capital. That part will comes in the cash from operating activity. Second part is cash from investment activity. It is just changes in the fixed asset position. Asset position. If any asset sold, cash inflow. Any fixed asset sold. I am telling about fixed assets, not the current asset. Current assets directly goes to operating activity. Any changes in the fixed asset like furniture purchased, machinery purchased or land purchased, it is outflow of cash. So changes in the fixed asset, outflow of cash. Similarly, fixed assets sold like investment sold, furniture sold, building sold, that is called to be the cash from investment activity. Inflow and outflow of cash from sale and purchase of fixed asset comes under investment activity. The third part is cash from financial activity. In the financial activity, we take long-term liability changes, position of long-term liability changes. Suppose issue of shares, inflow of cash, redemption of shares, outflow of cash, debentures, redemption of debentures, outflow of cash, issue of debentures, inflow of cash. Like any inflow from long-term liability, if you issue long-term liability and raise the funds, that is called inflow of cash. If any capital long-term liabilities is redeemed or paid back, long-term loans paid, redemption of shares, redemption of debentures is outflow of cash. All these will be taken here in the financial activity. Very simple. The combination of P&L account, current asset and current liability is results in cash from operating activity. Changes in fixed assets purchased or sold comes in investment activity. Long-term liability comes in the financial activity. If you divide the balance sheet into three parts like P&L account, balance sheet, current asset, current liability, that comes here, and fixed asset changes comes here, long-term liabilities comes here. This is how we have to divide and prepare the cash flow statement. In my next video, I am going to tell you how to prepare the cash flow statement as per AS3 indirect method. Remember, there is no direct method for you. You have to go with indirect method. How to prepare the cash flow statement as per AS3 indirect method format. Please refer this book. It is authored by myself and Dr. K. Sheshmurthy for Skyward publication for 6th semester of BCom of Bangalore University. Exclusively for Bangalore University. You can refer this book. It is one of the fast moving books in Bangalore. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you.